Hey, so I'm a massive Alien and Predator fan. Most people are into Star Wars or Star Trek. My kind of space opera is the Alien and Predator series, and I'm just going to show you a large amount of my collection. So I'm going to start off with the video games. First off, we have Alien vs Predator for the Xbox 360. I love that game, fantastic game. Next up, Colonial Marines. This was a disappointment. There was some parts of it I played that I enjoyed, but overall it was really sucky. It was really sucky that they didn't fulfill on their promises that they showed at the E3 video, and some parts I liked, but overall it should have been much better than it was. Next up, Alien Isolation. This is an awesome game. This isn't a run and gun. This is makes you think. You gotta think to survive. This isn't like something you can just shoot your way out, and it captures the atmosphere and vibe of the first Alien movie perfectly. If you get a chance, check it out. I have it for the 360. I don't have an next-gen console yet, but it is actually an awesome game. An old one I got. This is Alien vs Predator Extinction for the PlayStation 2. Really fun RTS game. You can pick between Colonial Marines, Xenomorphs, and Yacha Predator Hunters. Very cool kind of game. If you're a fan of Command and Conquer and you're a fan of Alien vs Predator, this would be perfect, ideal for you. Next up, Alien Resurrection for the PlayStation. This game put the shits up on me when I got it first. It has fantastic atmosphere, it has fantastic level design, and it's one of those cases where the game surpasses the movie. Resurrection was not a great movie, but the game is pretty cool. The first ever Alien game I ever owned was Alien Trilogy for the PlayStation. Has not dated well, but there is some cool things. If you're a fan, there's some things you will enjoy, and if you can find it in a bargain bin, pick it up. Alien Trilogy for the PlayStation, awesome game. Next, Alien vs Predator Requiem for the PSP. I heard so many bad things about this game, and you know what? It's not actually that bad. It's very like Predator Concrete Jungle. You basically bomb around as a predator, and you kind of have to halt the infestation of Gunnison in America. Cool little brawler, very nifty little game. I wouldn't say it's as bad as it gets. Next up, Aliens Infestation. Now this came out the same time as Colonial Marines, and this essentially is a handheld game that outpassed the console variant. This was supposed to be a tie-in to Colonial Marines, but if you ask me, it's awesome. It's very like Contra in a way. You can use vehicles, you can use the power loader, you can use the APC. It introduces a couple of new species of alien, gorilla alien, different ones like that. It's pretty awesome. So if you get a chance, check it out. I got this from a friend of mine, John Frawley. He used to own a Super Nintendo, and I don't have a Super Nintendo, but it's just I like to collect it. He knew I likes to collect alien things, so he gave me this. It's essentially Alien 3 for the Super NES, and I've played the emulation of it, and it's a pretty cool, awesome game. If you get a chance, check it out if you can emulate it. Next up, this game, Alien 3 for the Game Boy, was given to me by a good friend of mine, Charlene, and it's fun. It's very like a survival horror, like the early Resident Evils. It's isomorphic, kind of top-down, kind of run and gun, but you also have to solve puzzles and fix things and things like that. Next up, we have Aliens: The Thanatos Encounter, another isomorphic, over-the-top shooter. It's an okay game. You need a lot of patience for it, but if you can pick it up on the cheap, pick it up on the cheap. Alien vs Predator for the Game Boy. Good for 10 minutes, but after 10 minutes you are going to get bored. It's not a perfect game, but it's fun for 10 minutes, and then after that it kind of drains you, because it is very difficult as well. So that's my game collection. Now these are the collectibles I got. I got this guy with Colonial Marines. Yeah, I while the game disappointed me, this kind of made up for it. It is pretty cool. Like the level of detail on the power loader is awesome, and the Xeno attack and it. And yeah, behind that I have the collector's edition Alien vs Predator, and a friend of mine works in GameStop, and they had a display facehugger. Now the tail had come off, but I actually glued it back on, so he kind of gave me that for nothing, which was pretty cool of him. He also, same guy actually gave me this. He had come from Forbidden Planet and he picked this up. It's an Alien Resurrection Warrior. It's a little model kit. He's very fragile, so I don't want to be messing with him too much. But yeah, all these pieces have to be put together. This is a bobblehead. Xeno bobblehead I got for my 21st birthday. He's pretty cool. He's the big chap design with the transparent dome. That's pretty awesome. Resurrection, Alien Resurrection, newborn. I got that. I actually got that in a toy shop in Quinsworth, which is now Tesco now, but I got him years back. And while Resurrection sucked, his design is pretty cool. Also got this facehugger with him. Funko Pops. Not a big fan of them, but I picked up a boxed Funko, and my friend Charlene, who gave me Alien 3, gave me this guy, and I took him out of the box. So I got one box and I got one unboxed, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty sweet. Now, next up, books. Right, novelizations. Here is all my Alien and Predator novelizations. The old books are fantastic. The Stephen Perry and Nathan Archer books, these are all really cool. They're all good books. Incursion, Tim Libben, it's okay. It's not the best. Novelizations, Alan Dean Foster done some fantastic books. I think, who was it? A.C. Crispin done this one, and it's a very good adaptation of Resurrection. But the Alan Dean Foster ones were pretty cool. Actually, Alien 3, Foster got upset that he had to kill off Newt, that he retired for a while, which is just kind of sad because he was an awesome writer. He's back again. He done the novelization for The Force Awakens. If you ever get a chance, check out these books. These ones I picked up, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of these books. This one is set between Alien and aliens, and Ripley lands on a space station overrun with aliens, and basically you're probably wondering, well, why didn't she mention this when she came back to Earth? She is injured and asks for her memory to be wiped, which is ridiculous. This one tells the story of the Colonial Marines stationed at LV-426. Yeah, Marines. There was no mention in the movie that there was a Marine stationed there. Even the tagline, like, it's like the tagline is it's a crock. It's a terrible book. I hate this book. It's just it pisses me off. This one. Here it is. The doomed colony from the blockbuster movie Alien. No, you mean Aliens. Jesus. If you want a quick read, it's grand, but it's like someone who didn't know anything about aliens or Alien wrote this book. Last but not least, this one. This is a crazy book. This is set like it's set 300 years after Alien Resurrection, which is set. Resurrection is set 200 years after Aliens, and they're still using pulse rifles and atmosphere processors. That would be like me or you using flintlock rifles and fucking steam power today. It's crazy. It's not a great book. There's some cool characters in it. There's apparently a descendant of Ellen and Amanda Ripley in this, and it's just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of these books, so I would leave out these ones. I just picked them up because I'm a super fan, but they're disappointing. If you can, because they are re-releasing these ones. They're releasing the original Steve Perry and Stephanie Perry novels. If you can, check them out. The movie novelizations are also getting re-released under this crowd, but yeah, anything by Alan Dean Foster is awesome. Yeah, that's my novels. Next up, kind of my big art books. Here we have Alien Isolation, a really, really cool art book, concept designs, some fantastic art in there. Some wicked, some of the detail in this is absolutely fantastic. See, just I got this in the book depository. I actually get a lot of my books in the book depository because the delivery is free and it's awesome. See, more designs for the Alien. That one I think was originally featured in Alien 3. It was one of Vincent Ward's original designs. And it's just, yeah, it's if you love the game, and even if you don't have the game or haven't played the game, it's an awesome book for any Aliens fans. H.R. Geiger book. He's got like lots of his art there. Some of his stuff was just messed up, but also beautiful. It's just this really kind of visceral, kind of bizarre kind of artwork. It's amazing. There's some stuff there from other movies, from Future Kill, and I think that's Sil from Species. And just like, what the hell went through the man's head? Whatever it was, it's terrifying, but it's also amazingly beautiful. So yeah, that's H.R. Geiger book. This is a cool book. The Ultimate Guide to the Classic Movies. You have just everything, how they were made, costume designs from Aliens. Hicks is awesome. I love Hicks. Sigourney Weaver, Carrie Henn, some publicity shots. Vasquez, that's all Alien stuff. Some Alien pictures. I think that's Ron Cobb or Sid Mead's artwork. What is it? What's it say? Chris Foss. Oh. Okay. I keep on forgetting Chris Foss worked on that. Some Ridley Grahams. Chest Burster. Stuff. I think this is Alien 3. This is the design for the wooden planet. Yeah, I don't know how they were going to pull that off, but like, that's cool. The Xeno underneath the canoe. But check that out. Weyland-Yutani Commandos. I love the Runner. The Runner alien design is awesome. Some stuff from Resurrection. That's some of the designs for Resurrection. While the movie itself was crap, there was some really cool aesthetics in it. They really had some cool designs for characters and stuff. Some weapons. Weird Xeno design. It's awesome. Next book. I love this book. This is cool. This is the Alien Vault. And he is a nightmare to take out. 1 second. Let's see. Now. It's a beautiful book. You have more concept art. Ridley Scott. Cool. Some photos. Behind the scenes. I love that as well. The chapters are referenced by the kind of the industrial text that's on the Nostromo. That's pretty cool. There's some Ridley Grahams there. Stuff to do with the Nostromo. That stuff there. It's a beautiful book and it's a must. It's an absolute must if you're a fan of the Alien movies. This guy I got in a Thrifties. I just came over by this by sheer luck. I can buy this and it's cool. It's a unofficial kind of guide, but it's done by Box Tree, and Box Tree done a lot of the comics, I think, for UK printing. Just goes on about collectibles, aliens, just about aliens, some cool black and white photos. There's also a cool section about Alien 3 that gives you quick synopsises. Eric the Red screenplay, David Twohy screenplay, Fort screenplay. You get all these cool little screenplay. William Gibson, cool. Some Fantastique. Just cool stuff about the comics. This is an awesome book, and again, it was just by sheer luck I found this, so it's a pretty cool find. Colonial Marines Technical Manual. I got this online. It was out of print for ages, and I bought it, and I got it fairly cheap. And then recently they reissued it to go in line with, I think, Colonial Marines and some of the new stuff. And you get all schematics, weapons, different weapons the Corps uses, uniforms, tactics, weapons. It's a cool book. Again, I think this is Box Tree as well. They kind of handle the alien stuff there in the mid-90s, and it's an awesome book. It gives an overview of weapons. This is actually the scoped rifle from Colonial Marines. They took that design and they reused it for the game, and kind of camouflage stuff there. Tactics the Marines use using flamethrowers. Cool smart gun. Headset. And so that's those. Actually, skipping books. This was actually made for me for my birthday by a good friend of mine, Anthony O'Neill. And it's a bit fragile, so I'm just being careful. This is a Predator mask, and Anthony O'Neill, he's an awesome guy. He meticulously made this. This is like to scale. He made it to scale to suit a Predator's head, and you got this kind of laser pointer. And give me a second, I'll show you how this works. One light, back in. There we go. Working Predator targeter, which is pretty cool. But a good friend of mine, Anthony O'Neill, made that, and he's an awesome artist. And I'm going to put a link to his stuff after the video. Right, that's books and that done. Next, movie collection. Okay, so my Blu-rays. Prometheus, I got this on Blu-ray, 3D edition. I had an original version, but it only had one disc, and there weren't that many special features on it. I'm a whore for special features. I love special features. And you get making of, you get the 3D version. There's probably glare from the sun. Sorry about this. See any better? A bit better. So yeah. Not a perfect movie, but pretty movie. It's a pretty looking movie. I think the problem was they didn't know if they wanted it to be an Alien prequel or standalone movie, and they shot themselves in the foot. Right. I am a terrible sinner, but I have AVP and AVP2 on Blu-ray, and nowhere near good movies. But I enjoy elements from this, and I enjoy a lot of elements from this. I love The Wolf. The Wolf was wicked. The idea of the Pred Alien is cool, but just the casting, and it's cheap. It just feels really cheap. This one had a bigger budget, but they pussied out and gave it a very kind of PG-ish. This one's 15s because it's the extended edition, but yeah, it's disappointing because I love the comics. I was looking forward to that. Predator, love Predator. Predator's awesome movie. I keep on saying it's a very Robert E. Howard kind of Edgar Rice Burroughs kind of boys' own kind of adventure story where like you have soldiers or cowboys or fucking GIs against dinosaurs or anything. So you essentially have an action movie, kind of a war kind of commando movie where a monster comes out of left field. Predator 2 gets a lot of shtick, and it shouldn't because it's a cool movie. Expands the Yacha way more, and it's fun. It gives a depth to these guys, and they're hunters and tribesmen, and they're not just ravenous monsters. Predators, love this movie. It's a wicked movie. Predators is kind of again expands the lore. I got the special edition. I got extra comics. I got making of. It's a cool movie, and yeah, I think this one I might do in the future because a lot of people give it shtick that it doesn't deserve. So, okay, DVDs. This is kind of silly now, but I know I have everything there. I have on DVD. Predator 2 disc edition. Same features in the Blu-ray, but yeah, I like to have kind of DVD copies of stuff I have on Blu-ray in case my Blu-ray player ever goes tits up on me. Same thing, Predator 2 disc edition. Them two are very old. Yes, I have AVP Requiem on DVD. It's the extended edition, so there's some cool scenes in it, but still, disappointing movie. Predators, this was actually a gift from my sister. She gave me this. She knows I love this movie, and she knew I had it on Blu-ray, but she knows I like having DVDs also. AVP. Yeah, this version is cool because this has a wicked amount of special features. Two discs. Again, not a great movie, but some of the special features in the making of are pretty cool. So, yeah, if you can find this cheap in a bargain bin, pick it up. I got this. I got this hard disk edition of Alien 3. I love Alien 3. I think it gets a lot of slack that it don't deserve. So, yeah, Alien 3. I have it on hard disk. I also have the quadrilogy there. But yeah, I have an extra copy because I love that movie. It's hard done by, and considering all the shit it went through, you still have a semi-reputable movie that has it has a tone and a feel to it, and I can see why people had problems with it. But it's like, I think it's like if Ingrid Bergman done an Alien movie. There's a very somber kind of downbeat tone to it. Like, you know, I think people were just shocked after the roller coaster that was Aliens, that there's this kind of dour kind of movie. But yeah, it doesn't deserve the shtick it gets. Now this is old. Check out this. I got like tape on the fucking thing. I got this for £70. No, €70. I think I got it for €70 when it came out, and I still have it, and I love it. It's pretty awesome. I actually think there's DVDs in there. Don't know what's in there. Let me have a look. Isn't something dirty? No, it isn't. Band of Brothers. I have Band of Brothers in that, so that's what's in there. I lent it to a friend of mine, and just the box is handy because I can give a bunch of discs to people. Throw somebody egg. But yeah, no, I've had this a long time, and it's awesome. Limited edition as well, because it's like one of 87,677. If that makes it unique. Right, next up, comics. Now, hang on, I'm gonna close the curtains, because I don't think you're gonna be able to see them very well. The curtain's open. Now, okay. Let's have a look. Some kids screaming outside. Okay, let's have a look what we got here. Aliens, the illustrated story. This was originally featured in Heavy Metal Comics, and it's got some awesome artwork. Very stylish, kind of scope to it as well. And you have different stuff. One weird scene where I don't know where it is. The alien turns into a box. There's a box in the middle of the room, and it just unfolds. Yeah, that's that one. These are tie-in comics to the movies. They're actually pretty awesome. They came out at the time. This one came out the time of the first AVP movie. This one came out this time of the second AVP movie, and these are actually better than the actual AVP movies themselves. Any comic would be better than the AVP movies themselves, except Fire and Stone, because that's a bit of a mess. Yeah, that's the Fire and Stone collection there. Just have a closer look. So yeah, that one's awesome. That one's pretty cool, and the Prometheus one is pretty good as well. But it like the movie, it makes you ask more questions than it answers. Alien vs Predator vs Terminator, fun slugfest, but I wouldn't take it seriously as a Alien vs Predator comic. This one's awesome. This introduces the Pred Alien. I'm trying to get a picture for you. Light Stepper, he's awesome. He's a wicked predator. Yeah, see, Pred Alien being born. Bug, get it now. It's an awesome comic. And here's the first one. The artwork in this in detail is amazing. Pretty cool. Camera shaking all over the gaff. Predator vs Superman. Deadliest of the Species. Chris Claremont's AVP Comics. It's like Chris Claremont tried making a X-Men team out of a bunch of Marines, a human Predator clone, a Predator female called Big Mama, and an alien queen, and I think a human Predator alien hybrid. Yeah, Chris, you went a bit mad. One of my first alien graphic novels, Labyrinth. It's very cool. It's like if David Cronenberg had done Aliens. Cool comic. I'm not going to go too much into detail about these comics because we would be here half the day. A couple of singles. I have way more in a box over there, but I can't. I'd be here half the day looking at these, so I'm not going to take them out. Hardback edition of the anniversary one. 30th anniversary. It's a pretty cool book. And the black and white holds. Cool thing is, when these were reprinted, second time, Ripley and Hicks became Newton and Wilkes, but in this edition they put the names back again, so yeah. So, bunch of other Aliens comics there, and Predator comics, and yeah. Actually, hang on, I'll show you this one. This is actually my first Predator comic. Race War. It's pretty cool. It's Predator decides to break into a maximum security prison and hunt down the convicts. And Randy Stradley, his Alien vs Predator stories are awesome. And the artists, like some of the artists on these books are fantastic. So yeah. I have Predator vs Tarzan, Batman, Superman. I think that one's cool. Aliens Apocalypse, Destroying Angels. That's what Prometheus should have been. If you get a chance, check it out. Right, next up, my figures. I'm going to do the unboxed ones first. So, first off, we've this beautiful lady. And that is the Pred Alien. See? It's pretty cool. Again, AVPR was not a great movie. But the design, something interesting about design, even the fact you can kind of see the skull through the dome there. I have the Wolf Predator. This skull that the wolf is holding, that was actually with a Predator 2 figure. I just blue tacked it on. And that's Crucified from Predators. I like the fact you can kind of see his mask is broken there, which is pretty cool. Predator Hound. Wicked detail. This guy and him are NECA. They're actually NECA as well. I have some McLaren ones. Here's a McLaren one. Here's my Runner Alien, or Dog Alien as it's called. This is a McLaren figure. The NECA ones are better because they're a lot more sturdy. I find the McLaren ones fell to pieces way easier. Corporal Hicks. Somebody wake up Hicks. Yeah, no, this figure is cool, bar the face. It looks nothing like Michael Biehn. I don't know who the hell it looks like, but it's certainly not Michael Biehn. So, yeah. Next up, that's the City Hunter. Take off his mask, and yeah, I gave him the Wolf's Shuriken. That's a cool figure. My only disappointment is the dreads. The dreads are kind of piss poor. They're just like really kind of stringy. They're not great. There's the Elder from AVP 1. The didn't like the design. I gave him the flintlock that guy had. I prefer the greyback, but still, I just can't see this guy bombing around like hunting aliens and stuff. I'll try and get a good close up there. Some of the scarification and detail is fantastic. Like, you know, it's pretty cool. I never got these big fucking blades though. Jesus, what the fuck? How would you use the controls of your ship? This is a warrior alien from AVP. Although I think he's a drone. His head's smooth. There's a warrior to be crested. Nice detail. Although my friend Emily says she looks like he's trying to reenact a Thriller video. Hang on. This is Thriller. Whoa, whoa. Okay, that's enough. Shh, stop. Anyway, next up, boxed figures. Ellen Ripley. Again, NECA. They're not great with the faces. She looks like she's on fucking Prozac or something, you know. But I do like you can get like Jones. Jones figurine, pressure helmet and grappling hook. I have Aliens Ripley. This is pretty cool. Her hair's a bit weird though. Not too gone on the face either, but it's pretty cool. This was given to me by a friend of mine. This was Emily. Yeah, Emily gave me this. It's facehugger and egg, and it pops out, but I kept it in the box. Up there we got a warrior alien. I got that ages back. The bottom of the box is damaged, but I don't want to take him out. And up the top there, if you can see it, that is Dutch and the Jungle Hunter. So yeah, I got that off a friend of mine, Kelly McNeil, for my 30th birthday, and it's awesome. Lost Clan Predator. That is Snake Predator. I suppose because of the color design. There's one of the Bad Blood Berserker Predators. I have a theory about them. I actually think those guys are Xenozip addicts, that they take fire. They take royal jelly and it turns them into these kind of berserker predators. That's my theory. I don't know if I've nothing to go on. Only that, like, there's some stuff at the back of the box that says they hunt aliens, but that's one theory. I just genuinely think that they've made themselves bigger by taking Xenozip. If you're an Aliens fan of the comics, you know what Xenozip is. This guy is from Bad Blood. It's a comic where a psychotic predator comes down and hunts humans, unarmed or armed. He kills his own kind as well. And my friend Anthony nicknamed this predator Shredditor, because look at the helmet. He's like, "I'll get you, turtles." But he's pretty cool. He's an enforcer. He's supposed to hunt down the Bad Blood. Next up, I got these Chimastu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing them right. I got these. These cost me like €5. There used to be a comic book store in Limerick that sold little knickknacks, and I got these two guys here. I do like this guy. This guy looks like he's taking a dump. He's like, "Arr!" But yeah, no, they're cool. Those two Predator statuettes. This guy was given to me by my friend and roommate, John Cullen, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of a redesign of the alien to kind of go with the 70s and 80s Kenner figures, but it's pretty cool. Okay, last up, I have this Predator and Bishop, both Kenner figures. They're pretty cool. I got that Predator, I think, in a shop in Dublin City Comics, and I don't know where I can buy Bishop. I think I might have got it in a Thrifties. And yeah, so that's essentially all my Predator and Alien merch, and yeah, I've got other stuff as well. If anyone wants to ask about it, leave a comment below, and I might do a video on that stuff at some other stage. But yeah, that's all my Alien and Predator stuff, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I hope if you're an Alien fan that you want to contact me, ask me about any stuff. But yeah, that's it. So this has been Martin, and this is my channel, The Trash Picture Show. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Have a good one. Take care.